everyone, it's your girl Afri, and today's video is going to be like another little story time. I don't even know what I'm going to title this, but I guess we'll see. So, I attract weirdos a lot, and I don't know if it's just, there's just something on my face that tells people to come talk to me, or I just look very friendly, or what the case may be, but people just, I attract a lot of weirdos. And one of them, I guess he wasn't really like a weirdo. He was just more so, he doesn't know how to talk to people. Or I guess I just found him to be a little bit, you know, rude. But so, for those who don't know, I do go to college. I go to a community college around here. And so one time, it was me and my friend Samantha. We were inside of the school store because like we would always go to school together. One, because we had a class together very early in the morning, and two, we rode the bus together, like the bus on the way to school together. So one day, Sam and I, we were inside of the school store, and you know, our fat asses were in the snacks section. And so I'm trying to find some snacks to bring to class. And I go right into the fridge, right? And then I see this dude who first of all, he's big as heck. He looks like a linebacker. Like he's a real, not big, like, not big like fat. He does look kind of fat, but like not like, he's just a big dude, like a football player, like how they're really, really big, but they're not fat because they're kind of fit, but they look fat. Like, kind of like that. No, not football players, because most football players are pretty buff. Like a wrestler, like how they're big. Well, at least the ones that I went to high school with, they're big. They look fat or bulky, but they're kind of fit. That's what he looked like. So I saw him. I don't really think anything of it, and I have a history of not really paying mind to my surroundings. Like, I don't pay attention to what's around me, which is really, really bad. And I feel like that's why I get caught up in these type of situations. And so I leave the fridge and I start having a conversation with Sam. I don't remember what I was telling her, but I feel like a little hit, like a little smack, like a, and then I'm like, what the heck? So I turn around and it's Mr. Linebacker here. Big as heck. I'm 5'7". He was probably like 6'4", 3, and he's like, and he has his phone out. And the first thing he says to me, doesn't even bother asking me for my name, doesn't even bother saying, "Excuse me, miss," because he interrupted our whole entire conversation. Okay, he's like, "Can I have your number?" And I look at Sam like, Sam, she looks at me like, we're both staring at each other like, and so like, I'm like, first of all, kind of shocked, one, because he hit me, like, not like punched me, but he kind of went like this, like, and he hit my arm, and then I was like, what the heck, like, so I turn around and he's asking me for my phone number. I'm like, you don't even know my name, but you over here asking me for my damn phone number. So I'm like, I have a boyfriend, which of course was a bull-faced lie, but you know, I don't owe this man no honesty. And plus too, like, there be guys that no just doesn't work for them. Like, they are persistent, and there's nothing wrong with like a little bit of persistence, but I feel like if you're friends or you guys know of each other, then it's okay to be persistent. But when you're seeing someone for the first time, if you're persistent, you just look like a creepo. That's just my opinion. So I was like, no, I have a boyfriend, which I didn't. And then he's like, I'm not trying to get at you, I just want your number. I was like, what? I was like, what the heck? So I turned to Sam, like my eyes are wide. I'm like, and she's staring back at me like she has like the most disgusted face ever, like she's not here for him. And then I'm like, first of all, shocked. So I look at him and I'm like, my boyfriend wouldn't like that. And then tell me how he has the nerve to suck his teeth and roll his eyes. And then he's like, okay. And then he walks away. And I was so taken aback. Like, that actually kind of pissed me off a little bit. But I was really taken aback because I'm like, who does that? Like, oh, you so rude. Like, who raised you? Like, I've never, well, not never, because I have like these really weird situations that I seem to get myself into where I run into people like that. Like, y'all have no clue. So I thought that would have been the last. By the way, that also put me in like a really bad mood because I thought that was so rude. But anyways, I was thinking like, oh, I would never have to see him again because, you know, it's a big campus, so I would never have to see him again. So 1 year later, so that was spring of 2017, and we just got done with spring of 2018. Class just ended, like, well, not just ended, class has been ended for like close to like a month now. I was getting off the bus because I had an afternoon class because I had art class at like 1:30, and so I was getting off the bus and walking to the building that I had my art class in. So the art teacher, this was actually the very first day of art class, the art teacher wasn't there yet, so I went to the bathroom. So the way that at least that building is set up, there's I think 2 entrances. There's one the front and then there's one on the side, and I came through the side building. And so when you walk through the doors, there's another set of doors, and then if you walk to my right, there's the bathroom, and then my classroom was the first door to the left. So I see the art teacher's not even there, so I decided to go to the bathroom. So I go into the bathroom and I come back out, and guess who coincidentally comes out the same time that I did? Linebacker. So I had my headphones in. I didn't really have anything playing, and so I had my headphones in. This bugs me, sorry. My curls don't really curl the same way throughout my whole entire head, so some curls are a lot tighter than others, so that's why this looks like really springy and then this was like really tight. But that bugs me, but I can't really do anything about it, so oh well. But anyway, so we both come out the bathroom at the same time, and I start walking, and the classroom door was locked. So I figured that I would just walk around, and so he's walking behind me. Again, I have my headphones, but I don't have anything playing. So I hear him like, damn, and he's like right behind me. So I start walking a little bit quickly, and then he starts walking even quicker. And then we're literally, is this focused? Okay, we're literally close to the other side of the building. Like, I walked from this side all the way to the other side of the building, and he's like following behind me. And then I'm thinking that there's like another exit on the other side of the building, and there's not. So I just come to like a dead end, and I act like if I was gonna wait for the classroom here, because there were like 2 classrooms, like one on each side of the hallway, and I pretended as if I was gonna wait for that class to start. And so he's like, excuse me, and then I turn around, and then he's like, can I have your Snapchat? And then I was like, and then in my head I'm thinking, does he not remember? Like, he probably doesn't even remember that he came up to me before. So I'm thinking, like, what is with this dude? Granted, first interaction we had was 1 year prior, but I remembered, so I thought maybe he would remember. But he's like, oh, can I have your Snapchat? And then he has his phone again out and ready in front of me, thinking that I'm gonna take it. And of course I said no, and then he's like, please, and then I was like, no. And then he's like, what's your name? And I'm like, Africa. And this is a very common thing that people tend to say to me, or that dudes like when they're trying to get at me, you know, because my name is not very common. So either people really love the name, or they really hate it, like, why the hell was your name Child Africa? There actually is a story behind my name, so maybe that could be like a little story time too, like in the future, who knows. But yeah, so I'm like, oh, it's Africa. And then he's like, what? And then I'm like, Africa. And that's also a very common thing for people to like say, like they're genuinely shocked because Africa is not like a very common name. So like I wasn't like offended, so I was like, okay, cool. He's like, wow, that's such a beautiful name for a beautiful girl. I was like, ew, like, oh no. Like after that first time that he like came up to me, like I'm not interested. Well, I wasn't even, like in the first place, like I was not interested, but like we wouldn't even be friends because like you seem like you have no manners. And so anyway, so he's like, yeah, so that's such a beautiful name for such a beautiful girl. And then I was like, okay. And then I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, nah, but for real, like I think you're very beautiful. Can I have your Snapchat? And then I'm like, no. He's like, can I have your Instagram? I'm like, no. And I'm like, again, I'm like, I have a boyfriend. Which was a bold-faced lie, because I don't, but he don't even know that. And so he's like, oh damn, I kind of figured. And I was like, okay, it was nice to meet you. See, I wish that in situations like these, I have it in me to be mean to people, because I really wish that I would have just been like F off, and that would have solved everything and he wouldn't have came up to me again. But no, because even then, like I still was trying to be polite, because he wasn't like, this time like he really wasn't doing anything like disrespectful, so like I can't really start yelling at him or like cursing him out. But I was really wishing that he would just like say something really rude so that I could just like curse his little butt out. But anyways, so he walks away, and from then on I kept seeing him every time I went into the damn building for art class. I kept seeing him in the cafeteria, in the hallway, coming to the bathroom. I kept seeing that dude everywhere. So then, of course, now weeks go by, and I remember on the very final day of class, I had this, I gave it away, but I did have this art piece that I was supposed to present to the class. I think I have a picture of it, and I'll try to like put it here on the side. But I was supposed to make a sculpture, and because I did it the night before, like, the day of, that was very rushed, and it really didn't come out the way that I wanted to, so I just painted on top of it. And so I was carrying that and taking it with me to, again, art class. And so I'm going this way, and then he's coming here. So, we pass by each other. And then he's like, can I please have your Snapchat? And then I'm like, does this dude not remember? Like, I feel like he probably doesn't even remember that he came up to me before. And both times, I gave him the same bullshit answer. Like, I told him no, that I had a boyfriend. Again, which was a lie. And I'm looking at him like, no. I'm so awkward, because I was like, no. And then he's like, for real? And I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, okay. So he looks at what's in my hand, and then he sees the sculpture and the sculpture and what I painted on it. And then he's like, oh, what's that? And then I'm like, oh, I'm just going to art class. And then he's like, oh, well, he's trying to have a conversation. He's like, oh, is that what you're majoring in? And then I was like, no, I'm just taking it. I'm a biology major, so, and I have to take it to like to graduate and whatnot. And so he's all like, oh, okay, cool, because I always see you, and before this year, like, I never really saw you, this and that. And then he's trying to have a whole conversation, and then in my mind, again, I feel like it's my fault because I don't walk away. Like, I could have walked away, but then I didn't want to be like rude. So he's trying to strike up a whole conversation, and then in my head, like, I'm just like, I don't want to talk. And so he starts telling me, oh, so are you transferring after this? Like, you're just getting your associates? And then I'm like, I don't know yet if I want to transfer. I'm thinking of taking some time off after I graduate. And then he gives me a face like, why? And this man starts trying to give me like advice. I'm like, bro, I don't even know you. Why are you trying to give me advice on my life? Like, you don't even know my last name. And then that's another thing. The second time he came up to me, he asked me for my name that time. And this time he asked me for my name again. And he said the same thing. Oh, that's such a beautiful name. And I'm like, bro, you asked me for it twice already. And then I just cut the conversation short. I'm like, I have to go to class. I have to go to class. And then he's like, oh, okay. And then he's like, oh, it's nice like speaking to you. And then I'm like, okay. And then I just walked away. I was like, I was not trying to conversate with him. So yeah, that was the time. I don't really know what to call this or how to end this, truthfully. That's that. I don't really know how to end the video or end that story, but that was that. I have not seen him ever since. I've been out of school for like a month now, close to 1 month, and I haven't seen him since then. So I don't know. He probably could be like a really nice person. He could probably make a really nice friend. I'm just not interested. He rubbed me the wrong way the first time. The second time, I just wasn't interested. I'm sorry. But that's that. So thank you so much for watching. And oh wait, I just want to say something. Thank you to everybody who's been supporting me and watching my videos. Like, I get messages from people on Facebook, from people that I went to high school with, and I graduated high school in 2015, so it's been some time, telling me that, you know, they watch my videos and that they support me, and then I'm just like, oh wow. Like, thank you. And that really does mean like a lot to me, so I'm very thankful for that. And you know, Kayla, LaDawn, Kayla's been so helpful. I was like afraid that I would like get on her nerves for like asking her so many questions, but she's always been like, you know, very open to like hearing my questions, and she answers them to the best of her abilities. And you know, I'm very grateful for that. And you know, I'll put the link to both their channels down below. And that really does mean like a lot to me, because we do different things. Like Kayla does makeup as well, but she also does like a lot of K-pop stuff, and she's a huge fan of K-pop, which isn't really my type of thing. But like, there's like a few songs that are like kind of like more hip-hoppy, like they have like that hip-hop beat, and then I hear it and then I'm like, oh, you know, this is kind of dope. But as far as that goes, like I can't really call myself a fan, because I don't hear like the groups and stuff like that. But she does like a lot of that stuff. And then LaDawn does like she's done like a few makeup tutorials, but she's more of a reaction channel, sort of say. So like, it's so cool how like we do really different things, but we all like support each other, and that really does mean like a lot to me. So thank you so much. And yeah, so if you like the video, please like the video, comment, you know, if you're new here, please subscribe, follow me on Instagram at _itsjustafri. My Instagram, my Twitter, my Snapchat will be down in the description box down below. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button if you have not subscribed yet. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.